clap for me.
Yeah, it's the clap.
Not the climb, it's the clap.
Hey, Tim.
Hi.
How you doing?
Feeling good, feeling great, feeling gorgeous.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Have you been giving space to our Albanian queen, Miss Dua Lipa, this week for her amazing new album?
Well, no, I've been fucking. So, like,
Yay! Oh, you know what? You know what? If we're gonna rank them, sure, I'm gonna give you that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I've been, inserting potential kids into my orifices. So,
I love it when we get our explicit like tag at the beginning of the episode. Like we go right in. It's like yes,
you know,
yes, we
if you're
earn
not
it,
fucking
people.
people, you're not living.
That's
So,
right. Oh, was it a fun, good experience, or was it man? Like, how was it?
it was great. I enjoyed him, and he is an enjoyable experience every time.
Was so one person in particular?
Yes, all 7 times was great.
Holy moly! Was this like? Can we talk about the number of days? Was this like a weekend fling?
Two
Was
days.
this like, girl, girl, good for you, good for you.
I'm open.
Go by open for business. Okay, okay. So now, post coitus, how are you feeling? Like mentally, spiritually, physically? Like, are you in a better place? Are you glad this happened? Like,
I'm feeling like my colon has been realigned, and
just like your chakras, you got to take care of it sometimes.
yeah, like that is a chakra that needs to be tended to occasionally. I also feel like it was fun. It was a great experience. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Yeah, like he was cool.
You know what? I'm going to pull the curtain back real quick. Everybody, so before we started recording, I asked him if he had anything to talk about. Like what topic?
Okay, girl.
No, let me
I have
finish.
told y'all I am
But
not.
But can I finish? But can I finish?
Yeah, you can.
So, before the meeting,
Yeah.
me and Tim go over what we're going to talk about. Like who wants to lead, who's like following, like we do all that kind of fun stuff. And I said, Tim, I've got some ideas unless you have something you want to talk about. He goes, I ain't got nothing. Did you not say that? Did you not?
I said I don't have anything because I don't think about it.
Okay, so he had nothing.
I'm not a thinker.
We click record. 5 seconds in, this bitch is getting plowed. He mentioned none of this to me before the recording. He said nothing to me.
I mean, my gardens are important too. They just aren't on the forefronts of my mind at all times. Like even if I just left the plowing. Like
I just like that you're like, yeah, I'm just living my life, so I don't have anything to talk about. Plowed. Realigned anuses.
I really appreciate the anus that I had and the anus that was had. So, thank God for it all.
Will you be maybe seeing this person again? Is it open to that, or is it kind of like a nice chapter that's closed?
I would see them again. Yeah, it would be. I think it's a mutual thing.
I'll get off this, I promise. Are you attracted to this person?
Very.
Oh, isn't that nice?
They're attracted to me, so.
Good. Oh,
it's
I
cute.
love that. Sometimes you just need to hook up to like, just to do it, and it's not necessarily about the,
yeah.
Oh, good.
I was like, oh, okay. Squirt, squirt, skeet, skeet.
Right, skeet. Walls. Walls have been
Shout out to you. You know who you are.
Do you think they're going to become a loyal listener? Did you tell them?
They are a follower now, so.
Hey! Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thanks for getting my friend aligned. That's awesome.
I just need to wear my shirt, and it came off.
This is wonderful news. I'm glad.
Also, shout out to the Eagle.
Did you go to the Eagle?
I did. Yeah, it was one of the locations
I've read about, but not been. How was it?
Yeah. It was delicious. It was good. I had a good time. I went to the Eagle when it was at another site in 2010. Shout out to Davia. She took me to the Atlanta Eagle in 2010 when I was not accepted to The Voice like I thought I would be. Aww. And it was a wonderful experience. It was the first time I had ever seen big gays in any form doing things. So it really changed my life. And to go to the new location was fun and good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, good stuff.
It was also one of the locations that we fucked. So it was nice. It's great.
I've got no notes. I mean, we could end the podcast right now. That's like and scene. That's amazing. Is the Eagle like a national chain of clubs? I feel like I hear the
I
Eagle.
wouldn't say it's national, but it is franchised.
It is okay because I feel like there's an Eagle in
There's
DC
an
or an
Eagle New
Eagle in
York. There's an Eagle DC. There's an Eagle. I think there's a Miami Eagle. There's a LA Eagle.
Okay, I
Yeah,
see the Eagle on Instagram all the
yeah.
time, but I'm like, where is it? And it's in multiple
It is
clubs.
everywhere. Yeah,
Gotcha.
it
Oh,
is
nice.
everywhere in everything. It's a
So
must.
given my heretic experience, do you think I would enjoy experiencing the Eagle once?
I think so. I think where the heretic lacks like diversity,
Mm-hmm.
in both people and experiences that you can have.
Yeah.
Um, the Eagle has that. It's like you can go outside, have a good time there. You can go dance. You have, there's just a multitude of like socialness that you can have.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it
Nice.
also it caters to bears a little
Yeah.
bit more, and like real. I won't say real, but I will say like more commercial. It's less commercial and more like real life.
Okay. Gotcha.
You know,
Okay. Yeah. Fair.
like it's not like I'm a bear. It's more like, girl, been a bear for years. Like it is what it is. Let's have a good time. I'm fat.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have an assignment next time I come to town, apparently.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. And you get, I mean, and I don't have to watch you do, things in the corner. Like I can go do something else.
No,
So
it's not a corner, it's a whole room, sweetie. Like
I don't have to watch you do things in a room. I can, if you're not ready for
you
that,
won't be able to see anyway.
well, there you go. Shout out to Heretic. I saw things and I didn't see things at the same
Yeah.
time. Oh, okay. All right. Good for you.
Well,
I'm so,
yeah.
Aw. I'm so
I've been drawn and quartered. Like
guilty.
listen. Shame.
Shame, bitch.
Yes, throw your eggplants at me. Like
So good. Okay. Well, transitioning from that, because can we talk about how I think I mentioned this a few months ago. I had to take a break from the news cycle, like
Mhm.
headline news. I am
Old
too
white man
sensitive.
in the steam room.
Yes. I
Yeah.
can't do it. I can't see North Korea's next threat. I can't see Russia doing a sub. Like I'm over it. I already know that I can die at any time. I don't need a reminder
Yeah.
every 20 seconds. So I deleted the apps. I deleted anything that was going to give me a headline. Like
Yeah.
unless it's related to like Dua Lipa's new album or like I don't see it. I have to go find my news if I want to get something. I'm not getting anything.
Shout out to Growler.
Yes, headlines. I get mad when I get an Amber Alert. I'm like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for this information.
I get mad when I get a shout from a
Yeah, I
girl
know.
that's 700 miles away. I'm like,
I'm
what the
so
fuck?
mad when the weather comes up like there's a flood coming. I'm like, fuck you. I didn't ask for this.
Like,
Um,
who are you?
so I'm living in this space where when I do have anxiety, it's not related to like world events
Hmm.
because I don't know what's going on. I have no idea.
Welcome.
It is so freeing and I there was
Y'all be
definitely a
wondering
point.
why I still have a smile on my face because I live in a a
I
bubble
don't know.
and
I
don't want to.
I I used to be that person who would get mad at people who were blissfully ignorant
Yeah.
of like what was in our news cycle and what was happening in the world and our country. Like I used to
Mhm.
be like, stay informed. It was that George Bush Obama era of like,
Yeah.
what's going on in the world.
Like it made sense to want to know.
Yeah, like what is affecting my life on a daily
Yeah.
basis. And unplugging for the last 3 months, like on my work laptop, it would used to pop up headlines because they have like the Microsoft Bing news thing. Like
You
it
were
just comes
in it.
it just becomes pre-installed. And I was just like,
Oh no.
undid it. I was like,
Inundated with just trauma all the time.
no, don't need it. So it is very weird to be like, we are a few months away from an election.
Hmm.
I have no insight to what's happening.
Child, I just happened to look up because I was driving home
Yeah.
and it said Mother's Day. I was like, it's Mother's Day?
Now, I am a calendar bitch. I was aware,
No, I'm
like,
not a
I'm aware
calendar
of
girl.
dates. I'm aware of
I-
dates.
oh no, you are. Yes, you are. You make moments in time.
I make moments. I know what I'm
I'm
doing the
not a
next six
planet.
months.
Listen, there are two types of people.
You've said such things. You've sent me videos. We are,
I
yes,
love you. I love the way that we work. Like,
yes, we are a good
because
yin and
I'm
yang.
a bitch. I live in my time zone.
Yes, yes, and I get anxious when I don't know what I'm doing in December
Yeah.
on December 7th. I'm like,
And
what?
I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. You're like, oh, we're recording today, sure.
he was like, I don't have anything to talk about.
Got nothing. Plowed. Um, so yeah, so it's this weird space where like I I'll go out with people and I'll talk about what's happening in the news and have you seen this thing? And I'm like, no, I don't know. I really, really don't. I think the last major thing I paid attention to was, when Russia invaded Ukraine, and like that created its own set of anxieties.
Yeah.
I was just like, nah,
I would
unselect.
rather just like when it comes to like war and stuff like that, I'd rather just die. I find out when I'm dead.
Yeah, I don't need to know the missiles coming.
I
I'm
don't need to
good.
know. I don't
Yeah,
want to scream. I don't want to shout. I don't want to let nothing out but this hole when I'm enjoying like life.
yeah,
I mean, honestly, we don't know the day, the hour, any of this shit could just blow up. So, like, why think about it?
yeah. I'm unimpressed. I'm
Yeah.
just
Ever since, like, I've always been kind of an unplugged girl, but like,
sure.
when COVID hit, that's when I was like, I can't do this anymore. Every day, there's another 100 million that's dead. Every day, somebody's on a cruise ship and can't get off. Every day, like, I don't know what's going to happen when I go to work.
Yeah,
I'm tuning it out. It's
yeah.
out. It's gone. And ever since then, I was like, why would I go back? Why?
And and I think about like what drives that, and I think what drives that is the
Yes.
that's my alarm telling me we're going to record in 30 minutes, and we're recording early.
Mhm.
No, I think what drives that is obviously the sense of survival, right? Like
Yeah.
you want to stay informed so you can get ahead of it so that you can survive whatever's coming. It's like stay. I think
Too
that at a
long.
base
Yeah.
level,
No, I
it's
mean,
like,
I get it. I get the notion of that. But like, honestly, you're either going to survive or you won't.
I don't. Do I want to survive in a nuclear attack? Do I want to survive? Like I don't know
And
that I
like,
want to live past that.
how do you survive that? What does that mean? Like, what do you have after that? Like,
Yeah, I don't want to live in.
and
I
you're
don't.
thinking about that before it even happens. So you're ruining this part of your life too. Like,
Yeah, I'm set. I'm good. I'm kind of
it's kind of
waiting.
like when they say if you're really good in this life, there'll be another afterlife. You're ruining this life trying to be worrisome about the next one.
I am Eeyore about my retirement. I'm looking at the money I'm putting away that I can't touch for the next 40 years, and I'm like, is that gonna be there? Like,
I'm really just in love with Tyrone, my 55-year-old self.
mhm.
I really think that he's going to be the love of my life.
Oh,
And so I'm putting money away for him. I don't put away for me because I will spend it because I don't know when I'm going to die.
that's the
But
thing.
I
Like,
do know that Tyrone is 55 and gorgeous.
that's a nice way to think of that. I like that. For me, it's like I'm looking at these all this money that I can't touch, and I'm like, I don't know that I believe I'm gonna get there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really. I don't see this whole
I mean, if
capitalism
you
thing like.
don't, I will thank you because it's going to me.
This is true. You are in my will. Again, by the time I die, who knows if that money is
I mean, it
currency is
really
gonna be
should
real again.
go to the black members of your family. So.
So if we're, you know what? Hold up, hold up, hold up. I have been in. So talking about not knowing what's going on, I've been
Another
involved.
awkward white
I have been too plugged into the Kendrick and Drake conversation, and
movie.
I went. My brain is so fried right now on that shit that when you said that,
Yeah.
I was like, well, I was like, We're not here for that. That's not what we're going to talk about. That's not this podcast. Yes. I like
Stop beating your wives.
And your third child or second child or whatever.
Yeah. Just take your hands off of people.
But yeah, so I am blissfully ignorant to the day-to-day news cycle, which I am happy about. When I say it out loud and I feel like I'm uninformed, I don't know that I want to feel happy.
I'm not saying it in a ooh, look at me kind of way. I'm saying it's for my mental health, for my day-to-dayness. I just want to walk in the world, but like believing that my bubble is real.
If you want to talk about survival, like my survival is not dealing with that to get through the day.
But I also understand if you need to be the person that needs to know everything that's coming.
Yeah, because here's the other thing. As much as I'm unplugged, I'm sure someone else is going to tell me. Which is what occasionally happens. Like, have you heard about this? I haven't. Tell me what's going on. Oh, really? That's wild.
And guess what? We can have a whole conversation now.
We could.
I don't know, but I'm open to hearing it.
I'm open to hearing it, and I'm open to leaving it exactly right here when we're done with it.
Because I don't believe people anyway.
No one knows what's going on.
Everybody knows what's going on per their view.
Yeah. Right.
Look at Gaza, people. Like, we would not know any of that if it weren't for TikTok. Like, that's another thing. Wait till you get to not caring about pop culture.
I will say I am guilty of, I'm that white person that goes to TMZ daily. I do go look. I go look for the headlines because unfortunately
I'm watching Hot House. Like,
if I
can TV, that is all the way out the way.
Yeah. I want to get to my reality based like living. It's like that's what I want to be plugged into, not this like real fake celebrity culture. But
I want to know my fake. I want to know my fake realness.
Yes.
I want to know it's fake. Like anytime Tiffany Pollard is on the screen, it's fake. It's fake. TV. Thank you.
Who was the host? Oh, that's not right. Who was the lady who was hosting the gay dating show that
Stormy Daniels.
Stormy Daniels. You know what, Stormy?
If she's on the screen talking about this is for love, it's a lie.
It's a lie. And $10,000.
And I love that.
Yeah, love it. It's so good.
Daddy. Don't you know, like, there was a couple from there that was in Todrick Hall's music video.
See,
and they're so fucking hot. I was like, oh.
Season 1 or season 2?
Season 2.
Which one?
Yeah, it was the fitness people, the one that came in second.
Yeah.
And they were like, "We're a fucking real couple," and I was like, "Girl, yeah."
They're the ones that met, like, came in the middle of the season and like immediately met, right?
Yeah, Barry and because I hate that fucking name. I'm sorry, y'all, but like,
yeah, sure.
Barry's such a not it's a not name. Like it just it's in. Shout out to the Barrys though.
You know who popped up in one of my Twitter porn feeds, or maybe even like one of the other feeds I'm on? Mm-hmm. The palest white twink with the red hair, the kind of elfish white dude, with a very season 2, young, pale, white, long, maybe red hair.
Oh, you talking about that?
Yes.
What's his name? I called him Ruth because he just looks like a Ruthie.
He's got a Ruth, a very Ruth quality. He was in. He was getting
Hazel. That's his name. Hazel.
I was scrolling and he was getting plowed. I was like, oh, I know you. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, sweet. Good for you.
I mean, from the same place that Taylor Swift is from. So
from the same place Taylor Swift is from,
Pennsylvania.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Not the country. Anyway.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I was like, I don't know where this is going.
No, they're just from the same area.
I just think it's important to know. It's just important.
Yeah. You know Taylor Swift things.
Yeah, you do. See, you're plugged in. You say you're plugged in. I don't know.
Am I plugged in?
You're plugged in.
I'm
Hey.
Been plugged.
Been plugged. Plugged, pegged, and living. Love you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have to say, I have missed the Vivian and Monet train. They were doing some of those videos together.
Oh yeah. I was on it, and I was like, "This is cute," but it's not Trixie and Monet.
It's not that combination. But you know what works for me is on TikTok when people cut those 20-minute videos down to the best parts.
Yeah,
The,
yeah.
the Vivian and Monet greatest
Oh,
hits videos.
when they went to it's like charm school or whatever.
That's the one.
Okay,
That's
okay,
the
okay. Yeah.
one. So
He was like, so
Al,
how do I go to get a blow?
right? And Monet just uncrosses her legs. It's like, oh no. Um, there's so the Vivian has not been a part of Al's sphere of dragdom because
Okay.
I've brought him in, but he only gets curated certain things. So
Yeah, yeah.
he knows Trixie and Katya, he knows Bob and Monet. The
Mhm.
Vivian has not been in there. So the Vivian came in through this video, and Al's like, "You've got to see this." I'm like, "Oh, I know who these people are.
Oh
I've
yeah,
not seen
girl.
this video, but it was so great." So now Al's aware of the Vivian, and like he's just
Mhm.
getting dragged more and more.
So when is he gonna watch All Winners?
So again, he's not watching
But
any
he knows
episodes.
enough of them to now at this point
This is the thing.
that
We were
that
at
show.
dinner the other we were at dinner with Rob and Chris. Shout out to
Mhm.
them.
Hey
And
girls.
they're pro drag race. So we're talking about
Yeah,
the
they are.
upcoming yeah. They're talking about the upcoming season of All Stars 9.
Yes.
And Al chimes in with like, yeah, what's the name of the Chinese like acrobatic thing that everybody says that promo looked like? There's a big joke that it looks like Shanshu. I can't remember what it is,
Oh,
but
the Shin Young dancers.
Shin Yun dancers. Thank you.
Yes.
Al chimes in with like, yeah, it kind of looks like that. And what's her name? Blah blah blah. And I was like, look at my baby just jumping in and understanding, like knowing names and like. And he's like, and he does not care. But it's the same thing with me and Housewives. I don't watch it or really care, but I know their
Yeah.
names. I know some of the
Yeah.
storylines. Like it's just in everything, like in the culture. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. So
Yeah. I mean, the amount of drag queen knowledge that I have, considering I really kind of don't care.
that's the thing. It's like,
Like, I'm grateful for the entertainment, but
yeah,
at the end of the day, I don't know them and don't care to know them. And if I don't have the money, I'm not gonna feel like, oh, I wanted to see them. I don't feel that way about that. Like,
yeah, this is as close to a reality competition that I've ever been interested in
yeah,
remotely. It's like this is fun and there's no stakes. I
I
do
agree.
not care about these
For
people.
the love of deals is a really good competition,
For Love
but
is very fun.
yeah,
Um, I think their intention is it's even clearer, right? It's very
yeah,
clear what they're trying to do. Like
yeah.
they just want to split $10,000 so they can pay their tax bill off. Like I get it.
I
Um,
I think they're just gonna go on a date. Like,
yeah, they're gonna go
what are
on
you gonna do with
dates.
$10,000, girl?
Yeah, yeah. I owe my DJ from the thing. Like it's fine. Drag Race, it's a little, there's a realness because these are performers,
Yeah,
but now they're turned on to 20 because they're on TV, but they're trying to be. There's a level of
yeah.
messiness
And
that's
they've spent all this money to be on TV,
yeah. There's a level of
trying to
messiness.
get money. Like,
It's like this is fun and stupid and I don't know. I that's as far as I want to go with it because I
yeah.
can't handle much else. But
But like, other than Monet, I'm not really obsessed with anybody else.
yeah, Monet.
Monet's just a different thing. I don't know. I'm just upset. Like, I really just enjoy
She's the only one you want to
that
like.
entity.
You want
Yeah.
to like. She's the
Yeah.
only one that you're like, yeah, let's,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like both and both sides. Like,
Right, right,
like
everything.
just
Um,
beautiful. Like,
yeah.
I'm
I
a woman.
I don't I think the only person I've ever like stopped and paused for I think in drag I'm not necessarily attracted to just because I know the art and the illusion. I
Yeah.
think that it's attractive and I think, oh wow, they whatever they're doing is fine, but I'm not like
Yeah.
sexually attracted to it. So I
Hmm.
usually have to base it off of out of drag for the
Okay.
person because I'm
Okay.
not like Monet is gorgeous in drag
Yeah.
and she even present she
I
brings
just
a
keep
level
looking
of
at the skin and like it's
gorgeous.
just, the
Gorgeous.
dress itself is like slinky and it looks but then she's in the gym with like a singlet on and I'm just
Yeah.
like I have to wear singlets now. Like,
Yeah. I think the only person that's ever given me pause is like there's something about Plastique. There's
oh
something about
yeah, oh no,
Plastique.
girl, that's a woman.
That I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
but even out of drag,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's one of those people. Like even out of
yeah.
drag, I'm like, what's up, Plastique? I'm fine with this.
Dumb.
Even morphine is giving me pause. I know. Look at your face. I know. Um,
She looks like the ladybug in a good
in a
way.
great way. I think the androgyny is also like they're
Okay,
even in or out of drag. Morphine is just morphine, um,
that's true.
and
Yeah,
and they really like kind of blend the line of what they want to do out of drag. And
yeah. They're just extra themselves in drag.
yeah, exactly. And so I'm like, okay, like there's something about that that kind of gets me going. I'm like, all right,
Like even when you like even in the confessionals, it's a stamp. Like
yes. I don't want to talk about how I was kind of attracted to plain Jane out of drag. Like, there's something like
oh no, a lot of people are because
it's a
like
thing.
it's a boy. Like
Yeah, it's like I don't like what that says about
but
me.
even though
But
I don't think she even enjoys herself out of drag because she's like, I don't really have a style. And have you listened to some of her
I
like?
have, yeah, I've listened to some of
Yeah,
the podcasts she's been
it's a little
doing.
sad. Like when she gets real, it's sad. I understand why she goes for fake. Like
Her post, like once the announcements were made and like everybody knows, like her not having to promote the season and just
yeah,
promoting now, it's
yeah.
different. It's
And
just
it's a little confusing, and I can hear her like trying to be authentic, but then being like,
yeah,
this feels uncomfortable. Let me jump back in
yeah,
the
yeah.
fantasy.
She was even doing a little bit of that with the Maddie Morphosis interview recently.
Yeah, but then listen, Maddie's just not like she was like, I don't really have a sense of drag. She's like, you chose that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
girl.
Maddie's so real. I
I
fucking
was
love
like, you just
Maddie.
want to read the girls. You want to let the girls know that even though I'm straight, I will still read you down. Like,
Yeah, no, I
and I
can
will find your past and read that too.
yeah, I just want to ask Maddie, like, what is it like to be the Eminem of drag? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is it like to be the person
The
that's like
Guy Fieri.
you've studied the art, you are aware of it, you can do it pretty well,
Yeah.
but you're you know
Identifying.
identifying.
I've started
Um,
saying identifying a lot
mhm.
because things change, things move.
Yeah, we
When
grow.
when people get more knowledge of their selves and others, they move into different pockets of the world. So I say at this time you identify as like whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
Because like it's really a disservice to people who maybe don't understand their like transitions or like their
Oh
sexuality
yeah.
and stuff like that. Like as you get more knowledge of yourself, you're going to move into that world. And I don't know, it's not that you aren't this person. It's just you're evolving. You're a Pokemon. Like
That's right.
yeah, nobody says, you're not a Raichu. Like, bitch, you're a Pichu.
The
Be a
peak.
Pichu. No, I'm a Raichu now.
That's right. That's right.
I'm Raichu. I'm
Oh,
Raichu now. I was Pichu then. Like,
Al has never loved you more.
you
Driving in his
know,
car right now, listening to this podcast.
I'm trying to like diversify as well with my conversations.
That's right. That's right.
Trying to hit different, markets.
Yeah, we gotta jump. Girl, don't let me put an apostrophe in a word again for an episode. That did not work. People did not find that episode. I'm just gonna put that out there. And it wasn't a bad episode. It's
No.
the algorithm. The algorithm
Yeah.
did not like FN.
You know why? It's because black people put apostrophes in their name.
It's it's rude. It's
Mm-hmm.
rude and biased.
It's a little
And
racy.
if some of you listening
And
don't
they say,
realize
no, it's the algorithm. The algorithm is based in the past, which was racist. So,
which is white.
like,
Yeah, if people listening right now maybe you thought we took last week off, we did not.
we didn't.
We have an episode every Monday, just like we always do.
Yes. Go
So yeah,
listen. Go back and listen to the other ones as well, again and again and again.
yeah.
We're the
We
only podcast
live and
you need.
learn. Bear, the producer and editor, did not realize. Now I know.
Whitewash the episodes.
Maybe I'll go rename that episode. That's how bad that was.
Yeah.
Anywho, Tim, what's making you live this week?
So there's two things making me live this week. Well, there's more than two, but I will discuss two.
Yeah.
Asher Havan on The Voice
Mm.
did a rendition of Titanium, And it was the most ethereal, anointed experience that I've had watching a TikTok of The Voice in a while. And
Mm,
so I literally listen to it at least 15 times a day at this point. And it still sends me to the stratosphere. So
yeah.
I'm definitely living for that. And also the Atlanta Bucks. Girls, you're
Hey.
wonderful. It is the IGR International Gay Rugby of Atlanta. And they are some good people. So shout out to y'all. Some of y'all followed this weekend. I appreciate it. And I hope you hear this. Love you.
Aw, cute.
Yes. What you living for?
I hinted at the top of the show. Dua Lipa's
Mhm,
Hula
mhm.
Peep, if you will, to our
Ooh.
drag fans out there. Her new album, it's 35 minutes of pop perfection.
Mhm.
No surprise, her 2020 album was the only thing I listened to for quite some time. And this new one, it's in and out. I can
I
listen
like
to it.
the short albums.
It,
I'm feeling it. Like,
it works with my brain.
because my thing is, if I like something, I'll listen to it over and over and over and over and over again. I don't need 13 other songs that I'm not going to listen to. Like, it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Like, an LP is fine. An EP is great. Like,
Lovely. And especially if it's quality. Like, it's
yeah.
only 35 minutes, but it is
Give
like,
me the meat. I don't need like all of that filler. I don't need these
no.
filler queens. I need Sasha Kobe.
I will go listen to Tool and Pink Floyd when I need that part of my brain to function.
Yeah.
I don't need that for Dua Lipa. There's
Yeah.
not there's not what I need.
Listen, I won't do a Chris Brown, even though I love his music, but like, I'm not doing 54 songs
I'm not doing
on
it.
an album.
There's no need for it.
The fuck?
Taylor, get an editor. Get an editor. Get a new producer. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about.
Tyler
But Dua,
Perry. Anyway, get a writer. Um, how did
what
she get on the boat? Anyway.
what Tim said. Um, shout out to the Read for keeping me informed. So, anywho, Dua Lipa, her new album. If you haven't listened to it, it's just been on repeat for the last 72 hours in my house, and it's amazing. And um,
What was her single? Did she have a
she's had a
single?
couple lead singles off of it: Illusion, Houdini,
Okay.
and there's one other one. She had like three lead up to the album release.
Okay.
Um, but it's front to back. Even the songs that I'm kind of even mid on are still like I'm listening right through. So
I will say this. I'm loving Tyrant right now
ooh, okay,
off of the Beyonce's album, her
yeah,
newest album. I don't know what it is. It's hitting me in some ways currently. So like
yeah.
loving that. Loving
Oh,
that.
good.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know we haven't talked about it, but like it's a beautiful piece of art.
It is. I think similar to Act One, we will probably swing back around to that when we get the visuals on a tour,
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah. Yeah. I
Because
hope we do get visuals for this one for real.
yeah, I think she's trained us since self-titled that they are one and the same, and it is a whole
Yeah.
piece. So
Yeah.
I'm just waiting, but
I
yeah,
mean, we were the visuals. Maybe okay, so I'm thinking maybe she won't like do a tour for this one. She'll do visuals,
I think
and then
she
she'll
will.
go to that the other.
Yeah, I think like the tour imagery, like the set pieces and art pieces were visuals. I know that we were the visuals, but I think the tour, like if she
Yeah,
does the dome, what is it called, the
yeah.
globe, which is probably gonna happen the
The
next couple of
problem
months.
is like with this album, it's so polarizing
Hmm.
until not everybody is going to want to come to.
That's what's so great about the Vegas residency. It's like
Yeah,
they will come to you. You can use
that's
this
true.
technology to promote your image, like
That's
I,
true. The sphere. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the sphere. Thank you. I was saying the
Yeah.
dome.
Hmm.
Um, Anyway, but yeah, new music, just loving it. It's pop girl
Yes.
spring, and I'm feeling it. One other thing, I want to trust this out because we've never shared an image live while we're recording before, so I don't know how this is gonna work.
Ooh,
Um,
Jacob, add the image. Like,
Jacob had the image. I'm gonna share my screen. Do do do. Look at me being all old. How do I share my screen? Do 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 do. Actually, before I share this, uh, Mike Myers. When I say Mike Myers, do you know who that is?
Is it the white guy?
It's the white guy.
Is it the one, the Goldfinger?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Okay, okay,
Austin
okay.
Powers.
Yeah.
It's the voice of Shrek. It's
Didn't know
Didn't
this.
know that. Yeah, Mike Myers is the voice of Shrek. He's been in a bunch. He was in a bunch of late '90s, early 2000s
He was
comedies.
the evil.
He was Doctor Evil. He was
Uh-huh.
also Austin Powers, the main character in that movie. He played both
Was
characters.
he?
I
He
I
was the
love.
Eddie Murphy?
He is a white Murphy, if you will.
Yeah.
So anyway, he showed up to. He's kind of become a bit of a recluse the back end of the last few
Mhm.
years. Like he just doesn't do a lot anymore. He's kind
Mhm.
of known to be a pain in the ass on set. He's a bit of a controlling person.
Oh, is
So
he's probably just like really caring about his art.
he's very passionate about what he does, and therefore
Yeah.
he keeps a lot of controls in place. So he's kind of developed a rep of not being the easiest person to work with. So he just hasn't done a lot in the last
Oh,
little.
so y'all can be labeled difficult too. Okay.
Yeah. Especially like the people who made their millions. It's okay to like. It's okay
Yeah.
to be a Celine. You know, it's okay
Oh,
to be like difficult, but
yeah.
you're. Anyway, he showed up to some awards thing this week, looking like a Papa polar bear, and I'm like,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So I'm gonna show two images real quick. One is okay. I'll just show them. So share screen, and then we're gonna share the screen. Here we go. Can you see that?
Oh, he does
Yes.
look
So
good.
this
He
isn't
looks
too.
like a gay. He looks.
He
Is he gay?
he's not. He's not. He's
Wow.
not. He doesn't identify as or is open about it if he is.
Okay.
But this
Well, he
isn't
would
too fair of an
benefit
image
from the
because
lifestyle with that face.
right. This isn't too fair of an image because this is him as Austin Powers. This isn't really him,
Yeah.
and so I'm going to show one other one. But that's that one, and then this is only a few years apart. So yeah, because he was maintaining his like the color and
Okay.
yeah, but he's gone Papa Polar Bear, and I'm like, you know what, Mike Myers, I'm here for it.
It
Thank
also looks like he got, a little pull.
he's got a good doctor who's taking care of stuff. Like
Yeah, him and Cher have the same
I
doctor.
also I also like that he's let like some of the coloring go, but not completely. So it's like salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Like I'm just here for it. You know, just
And listen, people, like short hair really does you a service when you are going, a natural way sometimes.
yeah.
Not
So
saying that you can't have long hair. I've had long hair seasons, but
sure.
short hair really can help sometimes.
So shout out to Mike Myers, looking like a Papa Bear. Here for it. Hope you feel okay.
Yes.
All right,
We're here
Tim.
for the gays, in case he is.
Where can people find us, Tim?
You can find us anywhere you can find potential. You can find it in the back of my throat. You can find it inside of my colon. You can find it in the scientific stratosphere. But mostly and importantly, you can find us at cubandchub.com.
That's right, cubandchub.com. Find us there where you can stream us. You can look at events and pictures and all that fun stuff there. You can also email us at wearecubandchub@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah, we're so glad you guys are here this week. Sorry for the algorithm last week. We're going to take care of it, but glad you're
Yeah.
back.
The algorithm will be algorithming. So,
What Tim said.
on Al Gore's internet.
Everybody have a good week. We'll see you next time. Mwah.
Bye. I love you, women. Mwah, mwah.